I'll be with you guys in 1 minute. Yes, people, how is every single person doing out there? Whew. It's a breaking news, people. It is a breaking news. Aston Villa beat Arsenal to sign Emiliano Buendia or Buendia. Yesterday night, I got some bad news back in Nigeria that Twitter has been suspended simply because of a tweet that was deleted of the president of Nigeria. And now, I was just sleeping like 30 minutes ago. This was an impromptu show. Very impromptu, it's going to be short. But I just wanted to address this as quickly as possible. We have missed out on the signing of Emiliano Buendia simply because we are Arsenal. I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but we're going to be looking at a few reasons possibly why this must have happened, and I would like to hear your thoughts. I'm not entirely sure why the chats are not showing, but let me see if I can fix this quickly before we get into it. Yeah? Let's see if I can fix this quickly. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Let's see if we can fix this so we can talk about this, because I really want to see your opinions about this. It's very, very important. Let's see if we can fix the charts. By the way, people, I'm going to be receiving calls if you want to come in. But I just want to talk about a few pointers here. And as soon as I finish talking about that, then whoever wants to talk to me is free to come in and we can talk about this. It is really devastating for a lot of Arsenal fans out there. I know, because everyone has been looking forward to getting this guy in Arsenal Football Club. But listen, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. All right then. That's the chats. I've sorted that out now. All right then. All right, cool. Let me just give a few shout outs. Hey, Emmanuel Olawoye. I know who this is now. Bemiga. Arsenal are done out here. Yep. Arsenal are done out here. Engineer, tired of this club. Everyone is fed up and tired of the club, definitely. Nippon, I know you can laugh, but listen, it is what it is with Arsenal, people. It is what it is with Arsenal. Steven Kramer, how you doing, man? Buendia would have been class. It's a complete embarrassment. Yes, totally agree with you. Imagine getting rejected by Championship player. That is the state of Arsenal Football Club. Now, Steven Kramer, put it simply, Tade, it's more impressed with the Aston Villa manager than Arteta. It is as simple as that. Dean Smith, no, it has nothing to do with, I don't think it has anything to do with that, in my opinion, but I'm going to explain that in a bit. I'll explain why I say I don't think it's that in a bit, yeah? Just hang on a minute. Engineer, we need Premier League ready players. Buendia would have been much better than Owa will most likely need 2 years to settle like Pepe. Unacceptable, Edo must leave. All right, people, listen. I know everybody is really angry. I am unhappy about this. I am totally unhappy about this. But let's just explore a few reasons why this must have happened. And listen, people, help me smash the likes. Smash the likes. I want you to like this video so that the video gets out there a little bit more. And if you want to come in and talk to me, the waiting room is open for you to come in. The link is right there in the description. You can click on it and you can come in and tell me what you feel about this latest news. I just realized I got the name of Villa wrong there. There's an A missing, but I'm sure you guys know what that is. I'm going to correct it after this video. Listen, there are a few reasons why this must have actually happened, right? First and foremost, I'm going to ask the question, what is the project? I keep talking about this, right? What is the project that Arsenal are selling to these players? If a championship player, well, let's be honest, he's playing the Premier League, but he was in championship. If the best player in championship decides to reject Arsenal for Aston Villa, it's either the project that we're selling to this player is not a convincing project, or maybe the monies that we are offering this player is not enough for the player, or maybe the player feels it's chicken change, or maybe we're just too stingy. I don't know, but it sounds to me like the project that we're selling to this player, the player is not buying it. Maybe the player is not buying it. It's very possible that they must have sold heaven and earth to this guy in Aston Villa and he must have fallen for it. Or maybe they're offering him a better amount of money. We're hearing he's going for 33 million with some add-ons that might add up to about 40 million eventually. That's what we're hearing right now. So the question now is it that Arsenal could not afford to pay Emiliano Buendia what he's asking for? Or is it just simple that he feels that Aston Villa has sort of a better project than what Arsenal is offering right now? Because it's a slap on the face of Arsenal for Aston Villa to be beating a championship player to get him. Especially going by the track record of Arsenal as a football club. So the question now is it that these people are much more serious in getting players in their club and they're telling him that, listen, come and play with the likes of Grealish? Because I'm hearing they don't want Grealish to go. I don't believe that Grealish is going to remain. That's just my opinion. But I'm hearing they're telling Grealish is not going to be sold. And maybe this is a way of convincing the likes of Grealish to stay in Aston Villa. I don't know. But this goes to show what I was telling you guys about the fact that Arsenal, as far as I'm concerned, is not a big club anymore. It's just obvious it is not a big club anymore. Don't be deceived, people, by the name. Don't be deceived by the history. Don't be deceived by the past of Arsenal. This is a different Arsenal, and people are waking up. People are waking up. People know that Arsenal are so stingy. Do you know what I mean? All right, the music is a bit too loud. Yeah, let me reduce it. Do you know what? Let me just see if I can change it quickly. Yeah, let's see if we can change this quickly. If this is disturbing you guys. Yeah, is that better? Is that better? Yeah, that should be better now. My microphone just went off. Can you guys still hear me though? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me, people. All right, people, let me just pick a few comments, all right? If you can hear me, let me know, yeah? Don't know what's wrong with my microphone, but all right. That's a lot better now. So as I was saying, right, it's about the project. I think one of it is the project, because when you look at the project they're selling, I really want to be in that boardroom one day and just sit down and see what they're negotiating with these players. I would really want to see what they're negotiating with these players, just for me to understand what might have gone wrong. So it is possible that these guys might have told Emiliano Buendia, listen, come and play with Grealish. We also plan to buy X, Y, and Z, and maybe that's one of the reasons why, you know, he's actually going to Aston Villa instead of here. I don't know. I just don't know. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you wouldn't believe it, but it's the Manchester United manager here. I just wanted to laugh at Arsenal, although at the same time, we're giving a new contract to Juan Mata. Oh, well, that means you can't really laugh at us then. You definitely cannot laugh at us. If you guys are giving a new contract to Juan Mata, then everyone is going gaga now. Everyone is going, you know, crazy. Everyone is getting mad. Because we all know Juan Mata is washed up. But listen, that's your problem. That's your headache. Unfortunately, I don't want to come here and talk about Juan Mata. I just want to talk about Emiliano Buendia. But all these big clubs are really going crazy. So the question is it that the smaller clubs are now beginning to compete with the bigger clubs, and there is no such thing as a big club anymore. Maybe they're now becoming aware and they kind of have the money. Let's be very honest. Aston Villa in the last 2 years and Everton have spent close to the amount that Arsenal has spent. That's the reality of it. I'm just telling you facts now. Whether it's because Arsenal is stingy, that's a different question. Or whether we don't have the money really, that's a different topic. But the point of the matter is Aston Villa and Everton have spent very close to the amount that Arsenal has spent in the last couple of years. So maybe these clubs are waking up. Maybe these clubs, they want to be the next Man City. I don't know. But for me, I think it's about the project. And the project involves money most of the times. So they might have decided to pay this guy a very, very good amount of money. And they're like, you know what? The guy's like, man, I have to take this deal because no one is going to offer me this deal. If Arsenal is not offering and these guys are offering, I'm just going to go for it. Osman Ali. If we bottle this window, we will finish below 10th. And if we bottle next summer's window, we will get relegated. This season was a warning, and it seems we haven't taken heed. Wow, those are strong words from you. Those are strong words from you, Osman Ali. Those are very strong words. And you put it in capital letter. We will get relegated this season. That this season was a warning. So basically, you're saying that if we don't get right this window, and we don't get right the next window, we are definitely going to get relegated. Do you guys agree with that? Those are strong words. Those are strong words. Aman Pila, what's up? Smith Rowe next to Aston Villa. I mean, they've been saying they want to get him in Aston Villa, but the question is, will Arsenal let him go? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going to be really stupid of Arsenal to let this guy go, in my opinion. It's just really shocking because, honestly, I've just had a very bad weekend, man. I did a video regarding the issues in Nigeria, and now I'm waking up to this. Honestly, guys, I didn't plan for a show. I was sleeping. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes, people. I was in bed. I just took up my phone and I was like, let me see what's happening on social media. And bam, Emiliano Buendia. I'm like, no, there's something wrong. There is definitely something wrong here. I had to clean my eyes. I was like, no, there's something wrong. It is not possible because we are the players that we are the team, that's been going after these players since the January transfer, and all of a sudden he decides to go to Aston Villa. They must have given this guy an offer that he can't refuse. It's just that simple because we were hearing just 2 days ago, yesterday, from Fabrizio, that the guy wanted to come to Arsenal. But at the same time, we were also hearing that Arsenal had different people in mind. They had this guy in mind. They also had other players in mind. But who are those other players? I don't know, people. I don't know. Another possible reason why I think maybe we might have missed out on him is probably because Arsenal valued him a little bit lower compared to how much Aston Villa valued him. If you see something as a lower value and that thing is being priced high in your face, you probably wouldn't go for that thing. Let me give you an example. If you go for, say, this cup in the market, they're telling you this cup is £10, and you evaluate this cup as £5, you're not going to buy it for £10, will you? So maybe this is another problem. Maybe this is another issue. Maybe this is another reason why we've missed out on Emiliano Buendia. Maybe Arsenal's valuation of this player is totally different from the valuation that we fans are actually placing on him. That is a potential reason. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of this, and I want you guys to make it make sense to me. I want you guys to tell me if I'm making sense or I'm just talking rubbish here, because honestly, I am as confused as you are. But I'm trying to make sense of the reasons why this guy must have opted for Aston Villa. There must be a reason behind it. There must definitely be a reason behind it. Please smash the likes, people. I've got a few people watching. Please make sure you smash the likes. It helps this video to get out there. Smash the likes and give me your thoughts. Stephen Kramer, do you think it's acceptable that Arsenal are selling them on reputation rather than the project? It's very possible, you know. It is very, very possible. And this is the reason why I would really want to sit down in that negotiation room to understand the words that are coming out of their mouth, understand the exact map, or shall I say roadmap, that they're placing on a cardboard for these players, or the sheet for these players. Because there has to be something they're telling these players. If you're just saying that, oh, because I'm an Arsenal Football Club, we have history, that ain't going to take you nowhere in today's market. No one cares about that. What people care about now is the money. Is the money, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. I'm not saying I'm a proponent for it, but unfortunately, that's the reality. That's the world we live in. It's this. Chatters, people. Chatters. And if you're not offering these people the right money, they're not going to come. But then again, like I said, it is very possible that the evaluation of this player is totally different. They might have valued him lower compared to how Aston Villa valued him. And let's be honest, this guy, for me, will walk into Arsenal Football Club, in my opinion. Because I'm hearing that Arsenal still has sort of Odegaard on the cards. They're thinking of still going for Odegaard. I'm hearing that they have other options in the attacking midfield position. And maybe because they have Emil Smith-Rowe, they're also considering maybe not to get someone that's going to push this guy out of team. I don't know, people. I'm just speculating here. But what we hear is Arsenal are not just looking at Emiliano Buendia. So maybe they were not even too serious about this guy compared to how Aston Villa were serious. And this guy might have sat down and thought about that. Look, Arsenal are not serious right now. These guys are not serious. If they're not serious, I have to make this deal. I don't want any distraction for when I'm playing for Argentina during the tournament in South America. He's probably going to be thinking to himself, I want to get this deal done. I don't want no distractions. And maybe Arsenal were stalling. Maybe Arsenal were stalling simply because they have other options. But the question is, which other options are better than this guy right now? Because just like someone said in the chat, I can't remember who now, he is Premier League proven, and we need people that are Premier League proven. We don't want anyone that's going to be coming in to settle, that's going to take the length Pepe has taken to settle. We wouldn't want that. So honestly speaking, I really want to see the project that these guys are selling. Miss Alexandra, big up to you. Loud on Nigeria, big up to you, man. Mr. Alex, so mad Arsenal probably pissed off Norwich with low ball game. Yes, low ball offer. I totally agree with you. Probably. It's very, very possible that must have happened. They must have done, the 40 million and £1 or 30 million and £1 that we did to Luis Suarez. It's very, very possible that must have happened. Who knows? Who knows? Nipom Sharma, North London is in the mud. Yes, North London is definitely in the mud. I know you're having a laugh now, isn't it? Because you're a Man United fan. You guys don't have as much problem. You're in the Champions League this season. You guys got to the Europa and flopped. But listen, you're still in a better position than us. So I know you're enjoying this, but you need to go and sort out your matter issues right now, man. Birmingham, Emmanuel Oluwoye, you have to admit it's becoming really difficult to continue to support this club. Definitely, it is becoming difficult to support this club. But one thing is for sure, people, I will keep on supporting Arsenal regardless of the situation. I'm not just going to sit and not support this club. It's going to be difficult for me to leave Arsenal Football Club no matter what. It's about the connection. It's about the connection. I mean, people always try to support teams that do well. I don't think that's the real support in my opinion. It's about supporting the team when they are up and when they are down. Kingsley Okpara, is this for real? Yes, it is for real. It is definitely for real. In case you haven't seen it, you might go to Sky Sports and find more information by yourself. But yes, it is for real. Honestly, when I woke up from my sleep, I thought it was a lie until I looked at different outlets and I saw Sky Sports and I was like, I'm finished. We finished in Arsenal Football Club. Aman Pila, Villa's owners have a bona fide 5-year plan. You can see this with our men's, women's, and youth teams. We have revamped our training ground, our scouting system, and coaching system. Amal Pila, so you're an Aston Villa fan. Do you really want to come in and talk to me? By the way, people, if you want to come in and talk to me, the link is right there in the descriptions. You should be able to see the link. Click on it, and you can come into the Discord, and we can talk. I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear your opinions on this, really. But it seems like you guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing a great job, and there is a project. And this is the thing: if there is a project and the players can see it, they need to be shown. Some people have a project, right? But they don't know how to relay that project over to the people that they're trying to sell it to. It's about the presentation. It's about the packaging. If you're not packaging it right, if you're not packaging it well, if you're just going there with reputation, like Stephen Kramer was saying, then you're just wasting people's time. People are woke. W-O-K-E. Yes, woke. People are getting woke now. People are not living in the days of yore when, Arsenal, oh my God, no, man. If Aston Villa is going to offer this guy 100,000 and Arsenal is going to offer this guy, 70, it's probably going to go for Aston Villa now, in my opinion, depending on the kind of project. This is the reason why the likes of Man City are where they are today, because they were able to sell a good project to people and they were able to spend the right money. I'm not saying people should just be throwing away money, don't get me wrong. This is why I say, unless Arsenal has a better substitute to this guy, except they have a better solution, except they have someone that they feel is better than this guy that we don't know about, then I can understand that. But right now, we don't know of anyone. I'm not entirely sure of Owa. Owa hasn't played in the Premier League before. We've seen a lot of people that have played in the French League. They've come in. Not many of them make it. Pepe struggled. Pepe only started doing well towards the third quarter of the Premier League last season. So do we want to risk it? This guy created the second or third highest number of chances last season in the Premier League before they went to the Championship. So he has done it in the Premier League, and if he comes to a better team, he will even do better, in my opinion. So the question is this guy going to Aston Villa to play with Grealish, or is he replacing Grealish? Because I'll find it difficult to believe if Grealish is going to stay in Aston Villa this season. I'll find it very difficult. So maybe this is a replacement plan. Who knows? Or maybe they're trying to build a project and saying, the big players are not going to go because we want to win stuff. We want to be the best out of the best. And they're like, we're going to keep our stars and we're going to add more stars to it. Maybe that's what they're doing. And if they're doing that, then they're winning right now. They are winning right now, in my opinion. Amampila, new academy facilities as well as a second academy being approved in the inner Birmingham Centre. We just released all players age above 20 from our under 23. Wow, that's a club with a plan. That is a club with a plan. Smash the likes, people. Please smash the likes. I implore you to smash the likes. I beg you to smash the likes. Amampila, next up for Villa will be Bissouma. You guys ain't getting Bissouma from us, man. I'm gonna be mad, man. I'm gonna raise a protest if that happens, man. What the hell are you telling me right now, man? If you guys get Bissouma, I'm just gonna lock shop, man. I ain't gonna do stream for 1 month. Are you freaking kidding me right now? That's not gonna happen, man. Aston Villa ain't getting Bissouma, man. Come on. When Edu is not sleeping. Come on, people. Kingsley Okwara, I swear I'm not believing this news until it's official. Listen, that's a fair point, because sometimes some things could be rumors, but it's very difficult for Sky to be carrying rumors. And this is the thing, right? He's done a medical. Whenever a player does a medical, it is almost over or probably over. We're hearing he's done a medical. And this guy was not in the Argentinian squad because they said he was discussing with some clubs. That's the stories that we heard. He was not in the Argentinian squad for the game that they played recently against Chile, because of this contract situation. That was the reason why. So the question is, was he talking to Arsenal? Was he talking to Aston Villa? I think he was talking to both clubs. The same way Arsenal are talking to other players as well as Emiliano Buendia, that is the way he himself was talking to Aston Villa as well as Arsenal. So, like I said, some of the options for me is maybe Aston Villa, sold this guy a better project. Maybe Arsenal evaluated this guy a bit lower compared to Aston Villa. Or maybe Arsenal are distracted by the other options. Or maybe they already have another option that we don't know. Because I'm hearing that, obviously, as Wenger has said, the best deals are done secretly. So maybe, just maybe, there are other options. Because Fabrizio said it yesterday on Arsenal Lounge that Arsenal are definitely negotiating with other players and not just Emiliano Buendia. So maybe they are distracted. And maybe this guy was not the highest on their priority list for that position. Or maybe they just missed out on that opportunity because Aston Villa offered this guy something. That little window of opportunity they had, they offered him something. This guy was thinking to himself, listen, these guys are wasting my time. I ain't got time for this. That's possibly what must have happened. We don't know. Stephen Kramer, Arsenal are just not a big club anymore. Tierney, Saka, and Smith Rowe need to abandon this sinking ship for the good of their career. Listen, man, if I am these players, the fact that Arsenal still has a reputation, it's going to be difficult for them to leave, especially now that they just signed a contract, right? And they haven't been proven yet, so they will need a place for them to be able to grow as football players, first and foremost. Because, let's be honest, Saka and Smith Rowe are not there yet, or Tierney. They're not there yet. They're still young players trying to, make their name in football. So, if they're already getting the first team shirt right now in Arsenal, I'll probably advise them to stay. Do you know what I mean? I'll probably advise them to stay. Obviously, they're not going to leave Arsenal and go to Aston Villa. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying about abandoning the sinking ship, right? But I would say we should wait till this season transfer window is over to see what's actually going to happen, because I don't want to be in a situation whereby I'm overreacting when I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know what other option is there, what other option Arsenal is looking at. They might as well be looking at another option right now that we don't know about. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and start cursing. Yes, I am disappointed because I just talked about this guy, yesterday or a few days ago. I talked about him on Monday as well. That, I was so confident that this guy was going to be coming to Arsenal Football Club. And we were the forerunners. Only for Aston Villa to come out and overtake us. Maybe because we were sleeping. Maybe because, I don't know, people. I don't know. Let me pick a call from Bemiga and hear what Bemiga has to say. Bemiga, are you ready for me? Let's see if we can get Bemiga in the live room quickly. Hello, Bemiga, you are live. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, man?
Yes, I can hear you, man. How are you doing, man?
I'm fine, thank you, man. Good evening.
What are your thoughts about this news?
Well, I mean, for me, it's mixed feelings, right? On one hand, I mean, I'm not really, I was never really going to be bothered if we didn't get Buendia, but this is just me, right? Because I think that we have other priorities, and I think we should be addressing those other priorities first before we think of signing a player like Buendia. But that's just my opinion. But the thing that
so why do you say that? Why do you say that? What's your priority then?
Okay,
before you go on.
So for example, I think that our biggest priority is getting another right back, right? I think that's our biggest priority for this window, especially since we've agreed that we don't want to keep Bellerin, So I think that's the first thing we should be addressing. And then the second one is the midfield situation, right? So this thing with Xhaka, whatever, you want to get in your next solid midfielder that can partner with Partey properly next season and improve our play in midfield, right? Because when you look at it, in attack, even though we're not hitting the levels we want to hit, I think that we have good potential in attack, right? Because even if we don't add another attacker, right, I don't think that, we will suffer, but I don't think we will retrogress significantly, But if we fix our defensive issues, it can actually help us progress, even if we don't sign a marquee attacker. But that's just my opinion,
But here's the thing, right? This season, we didn't score a lot of goals. We're lacking in the goal department.
But that's because we're playing a defensive game.
No, I'm talking about the creativity within the squad is lacking. The creativity is lacking within the squad. It's obvious. Emil Smith-Rowe is not there yet. In my opinion, that's the only person we have playing in that position. Odegaard is not, for me, in my opinion, he's not the strongest player. He's not the most industrious player. He's very technical, yes. But you need someone that works hard a little bit, don't you think? Just like Emiliano Buendia.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, Ade. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Right? We can do better in attack, and that's the truth. But for me, I think that if you ask me within attack and defense, where do we have the bigger problems? I would say we need to fix our defense and our midfield first, right? Because I think that one of the things that affected us as well, if you remember when we're in these first 14 games that we're always talking about, one of the biggest challenges we had was we didn't have a number 10. We were playing without a number 10. And when he eventually introduced Smith-Rowe, the situation improved, at least to the extent where we started to win games and score goals again. Not as many goals as we would like to score, right? But at least we realized that just introducing a number 10 improved our attacking significantly, right? So I agree that if we add more like attackers and good attackers, we will be able to score more goals. But I think that because we're playing a defensive game, and don't forget, even when we now started to win, we have agreed Arteta is a defensive manager. So playing a defensive game will always mean...
I never agreed that he was a defensive manager.
Oh, I think he's a defensive manager.
I never said he was a defensive manager.
Oh, okay, sorry. I think he's a defensive manager, especially because the situation is in where he's really just trying not to lose, So I think at the moment he's a very pragmatic manager. Maybe in a different situation, he will have a different approach. But last season, for example, I thought that his approach was largely defensive, which is fine, As long as you're getting results, sometimes it's okay. So I wouldn't have been disappointed. But the thing that pained me, I will not lie, is that we really wanted Buendia as a club. And then Aston Villa, with all due respect, a club like Aston Villa has beaten us to sign a player. I didn't think we'll ever get here, to be honest. Right? And at the end of the day, we might still be able to hijack the deal, But the fact that we're even here, when in a situation where...
Listen, this guy has done a medical. Players don't do medical except the deal is done.
I think the chances are slim that we will hijack
it. Except he fails medical. If he passes the medical, I think that's it. And
Yeah,
he
I
has
mean,
to
I
have
think the
agreed
chances
personal
are slim.
terms. He has to have agreed
Yeah,
personal terms before he does the medical.
it does a medical. I mean, you're correct, actually. The chances are very slim. But, we always also try not to pay until you see the real deal. Sometimes you don't want to pay too much attention to what you're reading
So
online.
you feel we're jumping the gun now? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying, my point is that I think so. For example, I saw this on Sky Sports, so it's probably true, you know. But I think that anything can happen. This is football. This is the world. Anything can happen. But honestly, I think that just being in this situation that we want a player, and there's a chance that Aston Villa has beaten us to signing that player, is painful to experience as an Arsenal fan. It's just painful because I imagine that if Man City wanted Buendia, like if you're another club, you want him. If Man City wants him, you would just go and look for somebody else. Same thing was Liverpool, even Chelsea. But Arsenal, as
Do,
we want a
do,
player.
do you think like some of the things I said was probably the project they've sold to him. Do you think they might have sold him the dream and telling him that, listen, you are gonna come here and play with Grealish, or maybe he's gonna replace Grealish. I don't know. Which of them do you think? Do you think he's gonna replace Grealish, or do you think they might have sold him that's gonna be playing alongside Grealish? And another thing is that, like I was saying earlier, is Arsenal already had a divided mind, anyways. Because from what Fabricio was saying, Fabricio is someone that we believe in. He's a very good journalist. He gets the latest information and truthful information. Was Arsenal were not only looking at Bundia, they had other players that they were looking at in that position, right? So is one of any of these things. Which of them do you think? Do you think it is the fact that we've sold a bad project to him and Aston Villa sold a better project to him? Do you think it's a case of Arsenal were coming across a little bit unserious? Oh, this guy already has what's the name of this tournament in South America that they're going to be playing? And he probably
The
doesn't want to be
Euros, yeah.
distracted, and he wants
Okay,
not
sorry.
Euros in South America.
Yeah, sorry, you're
Copa,
correct.
is it Copa America
Copa
or something?
America or something like
So
that. Yeah, yeah.
so he's got all that to focus on, and the game against Chile, he wasn't even on the squad. And from what the news are saying, is because of this deal. He wanted to get his mind off and get it sorted. So do you think, I'm gonna recap it again? Do you think it is because Aston Villa probably sold him a better deal, or do you think it's a case of Arsenal were not entirely serious and the valuation of this player is lower compared to the valuation of Aston Villa? Because we're hearing the bottom for 33 million with add-ons that are going to lead up to 40 million pounds at the end of the day. So do you think which do you think it is?
Okay, so I would say I think it could be different things, right? And I'll also explain what I think my options can be. Some of them I know you will not like, right?
It's not
But
about me
one
liking,
is
it's about your opinion. Tell me.
no, but it is possible. It is very, very possible because I know Arsenal can do this. That we've evaluated him lower than Aston Villa have,
30
and they've
million and one
simply
pounds.
gone with the highest bidder. Very possible. Arsenal is very capable of doing that. We know this from history. So very possible. I also think it's possible that if he looks at Aston Villa and looks at Arsenal at the present moment, based on everything that is coming out of both clubs, right? I think that it's possible that he views Aston Villa as a better project than Arsenal, right? And that might sound crazy to some Arsenal fans, but if I was Buendia,
It's a sensible thing what you've just said, but go on.
yeah, but if I was Buendia, you look at Arsenal, look at Aston Villa, just look at them. One team seems to be on the ascendancy from a team who 2 seasons ago was almost relegated, and now they finished 10th, right? And you see that they're seriously building all of this news. I was reading some of the comments, some of the things that I've forgotten his name now, but the guy who is an Aston Villa fan was saying about how they have a 5-year plan and you can see it in different aspects of the club.
Yeah.
And you can see those kind of, it looks like the club is building something. And they bought a new goalkeeper, they have Jack Grealish,
They got
they
Martinez
signed a
from
couple
us.
of
Yeah.
players. You can see those things and you say, you know what, if I join this, even if we go from 10th to 8th to 7th, we're building. Unlike Arsenal, there's so much problems right now. It's Kroenke out. We want Daniel Elkin. Some people want Arteta, some people don't want Arteta. We're not even convinced that the plan we have is a good plan.
Sorry to cut you short there. So you're saying this guy is looking at it from outside in, just like every other person is looking at it and thinking to himself, listen, there's a lot of problems in this club, and honestly, I think Aston Villa is a better bet. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah,
because the
it
reason I'm
looks
asking
like
this question is because we know from information that we've got that this guy wanted to come to Arsenal. So what changed? He wanted to
that
come
might
to
be
Arsenal.
it.
So he might have seen all these things you're saying, but still decided to go to Aston Villa, even when he said he wanted to come to Arsenal. So something changed last
So
minute.
yeah, something definitely changed, and I won't be surprised if, like you said, they've sold him a better project. It's just really painful, and it's a hard it's a tough pill to swallow as an Arsenal fan. You know, we had that argument the other day about whether we're still a top club. You know, it's a tough pill to swallow when you now come to a place where a player, you can actually really present a player with Arsenal and Aston Villa, and that player will pick Aston Villa. It's like, wow, I didn't think this could happen, you know. If it was Man City beating me to a player, I would say okay. But now Aston Villa is beating us to sign players. You know, it's a reflection of where we are as a club right now. And I really, like I always say, I hope that the owners or the decision makers in the club, they're seeing all these things and they really, really, really care enough to do something about it. If not, then I don't see how we are going to go back to being a top club. It's very, very bleak right now, you know. It's sad times for Arsenal fans, you know, because I look at the situation, and every day, you know, there's something that is going to give people opportunity to banter us. If it actually comes out and Aston Villa announces that they've signed Buendia, the internet will go crazy bantering Arsenal because we've been talking about this guy since January.
Yep.
Since January, we've been talking about. So in fact, everybody was saying let's sign him in that January transfer window when we needed to sign in number 10, you know, and. Imagine that we've been the one talking about him all this while, and somebody else just snaps him up, and it's Aston Villa.
Yeah,
it's
that's
ridiculous.
sad, isn't it? All right, let's pick a few comments here, and I'll try and end the show as quickly as I can. Let me just pick a few comments here. Gracefully said he's scared on being benched for 6 months. You know what? I actually thought about this, but then I kind of reversed my thoughts. I was thinking about it that maybe because it's coming to Arsenal, he believes there's going to be more competition compared to Aston Villa. But really and truly, what competition is this guy going to face in Arsenal? You know, I mean.
If I'm correct, he plays the. If I'm correct, he can play number 10 and he can play on the right.
Yes, but he's someone that cuts in. He can play number 10, right, and he can play on the right. Yes, but he's more like the creator, you know, the orchestrator within the Norwich City team. So really and truly, yes, he might have Saka, he might have Pepe. Who, I'm sorry, this guy for me is better than these players. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
It's what I think.
The numbers don't lie, you know. So
he looks better, you know. He looks better than these players, and especially because he's done it in the Premier League. This guy was number 2 or I keep saying he was number 2 or number 3 on the chances created list when he played the last season in Premier League before they went Championship, and he was
there's nothing to be sorry about.
There's nothing to be sorry about in a team that got relegated, creating among the top highest number of chance creators, I think 2nd or 3rd in the Premier League, and they still went down. That tells you a lot about the people that were in front of him not putting up the chances.
Yeah, you're correct.
And what I like about him is the fact that he's also a hard worker. He's not just someone that just trudges around the pitch like Odegaard, for instance. Odegaard, for me, doesn't work hard enough, in my opinion. He's a technical player, but I don't want someone that doesn't work hard. I want every player to be on their toes, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I am not 100% about Odegaard. I'm hearing Odegaard now. They're not entirely sure they're going to sell him because now Ancelotti is coming and they're saying they're waiting for Ancelotti to discuss with the board next week the players he's going to keep and the players he's going to sell. So, but I'm still hearing that Arsenal wants Odegaard. Honestly, personally, I'm not entirely convinced about Odegaard. But let me just pick another comment here. Iqbal Alexander here says the only logical reason is because they might be selling off Grealish. So do you think they're selling off Grealish? Because I would find it difficult for Grealish. I would find it difficult to believe that Grealish is going to stay in Aston Villa this season. The only reason why that guy might stay is if they're selling him the best of the best project and increasing his contract. I don't know what you think about that.
That's the only reason, because Grealish is a top player, and I think many top clubs would want him. Although, to be honest, I don't hear a lot of news about clubs that want to sign Grealish as at the moment, you know? Maybe people are doing...
Man City is definitely there. Man City definitely
people are doing it in the underground. So if Man City wants him, then
it's public. It's public knowledge.
Yeah. If Man City wants him, then he's gone. The only reason why he will stay is if Aston Villa intend to sign more good players, and then they've sold him this project that now they want to compete for Europe. They want to compete for top 4 and all those things. And I won't be surprised if they do, because last season they were really in their ascendancy, you know. They were they did so well for the longest time, and even though they still finished 10th, you could see that they were, you know, they're not playing. So I don't think Grealish should stay in Aston Villa, and it might make sense that this is why they've now bought it Buendia. But is Grealish going to come to Arsenal? Because if Grealish comes to Arsenal, then we're forgiving this Buendia issue. But I don't know, man. I don't really
I
know.
don't think Grealish is gonna come to Arsenal. I don't know about
At
that.
the end of the day, we don't really know. We're all just going to
Yeah.
speculate and hope for the best.
Yeah. Let me just pick a few more comments here before I let you go. Kinsey Okpara says, well, if it's real, we all know that Aston Villa aren't winning anything next season. Bad decision for Buendia here. What do you think about that comment?
But it's not true, right? How many years ago Aston Villa made it to the final of the FA Cup? I think I can't remember. Oh wait, did they make it to the final? Did they win a trophy? So a few seasons
No, they made
ago.
it to the final where we beat them.
Yeah, we beat them exactly.
But we beat them.
Right?
Come on, that's not. Yeah.
No,
That's
no,
not
no. What
16,
I'm trying to
17 or
say is
something.
that sometimes the league obviously is very difficult to win, right? But Leicester City just won the FA Cup last season. It shows you that if you channel your energy, even if it's the Carabao Cup, you channel your energy into, you can win something, right? So I don't think we should write people off and say these clubs can't win anything. We've seen this thing happen every now and then when one of the middle table clubs they just do an FA Cup or they do a Carabao Cup. So it's possible they can win something, right? And it's all about, I mean, we talk about Arsenal and say, oh, we want Arsenal to have a good plan, a good 5-year plan. These clubs, they're also, they also have plans as well. There's no club that, I mean, you have to assume that there's no club that wants to stay average forever. Some people want to improve. Their owners want to become top clubs as well. So they're planning. So we can't always assume that, oh, we're the only ones that have a plan because we're the big clubs and the small clubs will always stay small. That's not the case. People are improving. And clearly Aston Villa is improving. And when they start to improve, they want to compete for trophies. They want to win something because it also means more money for them. So I won't write them off and say they're never going to win anything because that's not. I mean, they beat us home and away. So imagine if they faced us in a cup final. There are chances that they can beat us. So let's not write them off. They're improving. They want to win something. They have some good players right now. If they keep Grealish, then they're going to be really challenging for something next season. So we'll just wait and see, Sha. We'll just wait and see. I really wish Arsenal would do something. Just do something to make us realize that, to make us believe that you have a plan. Because right now the plan is looking really suspect,
Okay. Big up to you, Relentless Sports. How you doing? There's one more thing I thought I saw here. Someone here is bigging you up. Farid is bigging you up. Saying you're speaking facts.
Thanks, Farid.
Farid here also says, be honest, if you were Buendia, would you want to join a team with low expectations, no competition for places, a club on the ascendancy, or a club with high expectations, competition, and a club on decline? Obviously, that's what most of the things you've explained. So yeah, I think most people are on the same page with you here. Listen, Bemiga, I really appreciate you coming on. I really do. I'm just gonna do a round up the show quickly. But thanks. How is America anyway? How are you doing?
Yes, not bad. Doing pretty well. Thanks a lot, man.
So what do you
And
feel
thanks a
about this
lot for
Twitter
having me.
situation before you go? Because for people that don't know, my country, the president of my country has suspended Twitter. This is off topic, but he suspended Twitter in Nigeria. And honestly, it's becoming really, that's one of the things that made me sad. I woke up this morning, I did a video about it. I was really gutted. I was angry about it, and I spoke about it, and then only for me to have my afternoon siesta, and I woke up to this. So the whole weekend hasn't really been
You
that good
from
for
us
me.
now, right? The Twitter situation. I mean, as a Nigerian, you will be sad. Try yesterday. It was I tried to call my friends. It was a really sad time to find that we're in a place where it seems like the freedom of speech of some of the citizens
Yeah.
can be, it can be the
Not
people can
some,
actually
all.
attempt to take it away.
All,
So
except the
it's
people in high places. He
so
said some of the
it's really
citizens, all the citizens actually.
okay. Well, yeah. So
All the
it's really
citizens.
sad. And then it's like almost an indication of the worst things that can possibly happen, And so everybody's like fingers crossed. I hope this is the worst it can get, and we hope it doesn't get worse than this. Because you can begin to imagine what the possibilities are if these kinds of things continue. So we just I mean, we two things is we hope for the best, and two, we take action. We take at least in our own little spaces, whatever it is we can do to try to make sure that we turn the situation around. I mean, at the end of the day, it might seem like the ordinary Nigerian does not have a lot of power, but even just continuing to talk about it and sensitize people and let people know that, see, things like voting rights and getting your voters card and all these things and coming out to decide the fate of your country is important. Let's hope that it works out for us. To be honest, it's really, really sad.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. Strong words from you there. Listen, Bemiga, thanks a lot for coming on. I really appreciate you coming on as usual. And I'll be talking to you guys soon, yeah? To you soon,
All
sorry.
right. Bye,
All
man.
right,
Thanks.
talk to you later. Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye. Yes, people, that was Bemiga. I'm sure most of you know him. He's always on my channel, and we also do this show called Last Giddy Effect. In case you haven't seen Last Giddy Effect, please go watch Last Giddy Effect. It's right there on my channel. Once you leave this show, please just have a look at it or smash a like on it or something. It's a show, a bunch of Nigerian boys really speaking in Nigerian lingo as well as English. Sometimes you hear some of the languages you don't understand, but listen, you will learn a little bit as time goes on. Well, listen, people, the recap again of today is Emiliano Buendia has done his medical for Aston Villa and is potentially going to be signing for Aston Villa ahead of Arsenal. Listen, my reasons are probably because Aston Villa sold this guy a better project, or because Arsenal evaluated this guy a bit lower compared to what Aston Villa evaluated this guy, or maybe, just maybe, Arsenal has other tricks up their sleeves. They had another option that we don't know about. Those are the only potential reasons why I think we might have missed out of this deal, because it makes no sense. We were the ones that were looking for this guy in January. We were the ones on the forefront, and all of a sudden, last minute, we get overtaken by Aston Villa. That is a slap on our face. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. We're not a big club anymore. There are a lot of clubs that are competing with us in terms of financial power as well, right? In terms of the cash flow and cash in and cash out, they are really competing. The likes of Aston Villa and Everton, they are waking up, people. They are waking up. The amount of money they spend the last couple of years now is very close to the amount of money that we have spent. That tells you a lot that people are waking up. But it is what it is, people. I'm going to pick a few more comments and I'm going to call it a day, people. Like I said, this was impromptu. I only just woke up to this bad news and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do a show as quickly as possible. Farid, I understand because I'm half Nigerian. Oh, right. I didn't realize you were half Nigerian. Farid, what's the full meaning of Farid? Can you tell me what Farid means? Kingsley Okpara, Arsenal will win a trophy before Aston Villa. Anything else is bollocks. All right. You still believe that? Okay, but what if Aston Villa becomes the next Man City? What if Aston Villa decides to invest the way Man City invested? We know because of financial fair play, it's not going to be entirely the same anymore. It's going to be impossible for you to spend the exorbitant amount of money that Man City spent, right? Because obviously back then they didn't have the financial fair play, right? But what if they decide to be the powerhouse financially? What if? Because I'm hearing they want to change the financial fair play now to something different. I don't know the details of it, but I'm hearing it's something a bit more lax because of the whole COVID situation that we're affected by. They're trying to make it, they're trying to relax it a little bit, which means more money is going to be coming from the owners of the club. That's what I'm hearing, you know, but we don't know the details of it yet. So what if that happens and the likes of Aston Villa, the owners of Aston Villa decide to spend an exorbitant amount of money and they become the new Man City in Premier League? You never know. You never know. Mr. Alex Buendia will be gutted when Grealish leaves. Well, that is if he leaves. Like I said, we don't know, but my gut feeling tells me he's gonna leave. But you never really know what these guys are planning. From what this the Villa fan on here said, I think his name is Pila or Pile. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But I don't really remember all names. I think Pile or something or Pila. He said that these guys are doing a lot of things in the background that we don't know about, like the restructuring of the facilities. They are really doing a lot of work in Aston Villa that we don't know about. That shows a club that is really serious about being the best. Obviously, they were able to swipe Martinez from our hands. They saw a quality goalkeeper and they were able to get him. And you know, we were leaving a good goalkeeper and leaving someone that was, for me, wasn't as good as the guy we're getting rid of, in my opinion. I felt Martinez was better than Leno, but listen, that's a club that actually couldn't see quality. You know, this is one of the reasons why I still get very angry when I think of Svermis the way he left Arsenal Football Club, simply because of the issues in the football club. He saw the issues and he ran away. He was like, I can't take this nonsense from this club anymore. You guys are not serious. I'm gonna leave, you know. But listen, that's the highlight of the day. Emiliano Buendia is gonna sign for Aston Villa. People are still hoping it's gonna change. This is football, anything can happen. But for me, when a player has done a medical, it's almost a done deal, except the guy fails the medical. That's the only reason I can see, or why he might not end up in Aston Villa, in my opinion. But this is what I feel. But listen, what I feel at the end of the day doesn't really matter. What more matters is what actually happens. Big up to every single person in the chat. Fari, big up to you. Kingsley, big up to you. Mr. Alex, big up to you. Stephen Kramer, big up to you. The Relentless, big up to you. Egban Alexander, big up to you. Gracefully Graceful, big up to you. The Aston Villa guy, is he Pilar, I think? Big up to you. Osman Ali, big up to you. Who else have I not? Bemiga, big up to you as well. Who else have I not bigged up? I'm trying to remember the names now, and I can't remember every single person out there. But if I didn't mention your name, I'm really sorry. I am really sorry. I can't put all the names in my head. I'm trying my best, you see. I'm trying my best. So forgive me if I didn't mention your name. Maybe because I've forgotten and I can't see it on the screen. Anyway, thanks a lot, people. And I'll be seeing you guys pretty soon. Talk to you guys later. And cheers. Have a great weekend, yeah? Bye-bye, people. Cheers.